What up, Naughty Steppers? Connor Whitmore here again with another review for you on the Nawtystep channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a live review of the new single from Code Pandorum, The Devils. This is very exciting, as The Devils is the first song to be released on the new Crowsnest Audio subsidiary label, Restricted. Revolving around the concept of restricted movies, those which are deemed too disturbing for a mainstream audience. Yet of course translated for music, Crowsnest taking their already unforgiving and brutal approach down a new and exciting avenue. An imprint showcasing a lot of the renowned Crowsnest producers, basically releasing stuff that you wouldn't usually hear from them. In their words, pushing the boundaries into different directions of electronic and bass music, with the aim of adding and introducing more musicians to the roster over time, potentially those previously unheard of. It's also a way for them to start putting out singles on Crowsnest as opposed to just EPs and albums. And I've been warned to expect the unexpected, starting with this new Code Pandorum track. So this is perhaps a more exciting live review than usual, as I literally have not a clue how this song will sound. Now for those that aren't familiar, a live review is me listening to a track for the first time whilst recording. Kinda like a reaction video, but it's more about the review and response side of it. So I will be stopping the track at various points in order to give my thoughts while listening. But here we go, Code Pandorum, The Devils, let's do it. Ooh, I'm hyped now. I'm excited. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. I mean, it's probably not gonna sound like that, is it? This is such a good introduction, oh my. It's kind of like a wind-up toy, you know those kind of creepy movies that you get with like a Jack-in-the-Box or something like that, and that kind of twinkling, slowly unravelling melody kind of running in the background. Really unnerving, very creepy, and I can hear Code Pandorum's vintage, eerie atmosphere already permeating this track, and we're not into the meat of it by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I really like how it's drawn out. It's got this enduring feel to it, really leaving its mark on you even in this earliest stage. But yeah, I'm looking forward to where it's going to go from here, to be honest. Let's keep going. Got a bit of a beat to it, you know. Oh, it's got a bit of tempo. Oh! Oh! Oh my, go on then. Oh my god. That's a fucking banger! I don't know what's coming next. It could be a double drop or it could be a midsection. How far are we in? So we got about 2 3/4 minutes left, so I reckon it could be a double drop, you know. But anyway, we're going to find out soon. But aside from that, yeah, that was unexpected. Oh my gosh, I heard a bit of Code Pandorum, housey kind of beat, or a fast tempo at least, in his Leviathan Chapter 1 mix. But yeah, I didn't think it would be coming here, but that is so awesome. I'm really happy that it's kind of got this outlet now where he and other producers from the Crowsnest label feel that they can, you know, do that sort of stuff and really be creative with their own sounds. I think that's so good. That is literally Code Pandorum's sound in a housey, upbeat format. It's got the synths, it's got the kind of empty, horrifying approach. There are parts where I think I would have built on it a little bit more percussion-wise, moments where I would have potentially added a little bit more in. But no, I mean, the general idea, he's even got those little toms in the background go dum 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 dum. I mean, I could be mistaken, I could have been imagining that, but I definitely got those vibes. It's like a tribal, primal feel to it. And yeah, it's really just rocking along. It's got a really good vibe, flow and rhythm with that new beat for him. Yeah, I'm really liking this. This is cool. Double drop. Oh! Nice. Again, for me there, it was the thing of maybe I personally would have built on it a little bit more, made the percussion a little bit more fleshed out, but that's another great idea, another little switch up that is again unexpected. We've seen it a bit recently in the kind of trap dubstep hybrid tunes where you have a trap breakdown with this massive kind of drill sound running through it, which is what we got, for example, on that Virtual Riot, Dion Timmer and Virus Syndicate song. And maybe he got the inspiration from that, which would be cool, actually. I do remember that he actually remixed that song as well. Spooky, eerie midsection time. Another very disturbing vocal sample in the background there. And they've been kind of running through this song, and they are a fantastic addition. What are we gonna get? And again. And again. It's a proper vibe, man. There they are. Double drop. Okay. What an interesting tune. Really, really enjoying that. Another quick thought just after that's done. I could be wrong, but I feel like the second double drop was a little bit more built on than the first one. It seemed like it had more of a classic orchestral, organ-like undertone to it. And it was just built on a little bit more kind of fleshed out. Even though it was pretty much a replica of the first one, the second drop, in its progression, its double drop, whatever you want to call it. I do feel like the second one was fleshed out in little ways, which is cool because if you're going to have a direct replica of the first drop for the second, then I do feel you have to give a little bit more for that second one, or maybe perhaps if the first drop is impactful enough, then you can copy and paste it pretty much exactly the same, which he does do for the most part. But honestly, I don't think that is as much of a problem here, because it is such a surprising thing. It is like, where has this come from Code Pandorum, that you just think repeating it is worthwhile because of the impact that it has originally. I'm just going to go back to that original first drop quickly because I want to relive, or at least try and relive, that moment where I heard it for the first time. I just love the build as well. It prepares you so well, especially when you know. And when you don't know, at this point I was so hyped. Toms. Man, those little inclusions of sound are so good. Really does help keep it ticking along so well. And now I'm going to move on to those aforementioned questions that I wrote for myself before listening to this song for the first time. What were your favourite parts? Where do I start? It's kind of similar to the Spaghetti live review from a couple of weeks back. The introduction, I feel, is more drawn out and has more of a theme and storytelling vibe to it than usual for him, which is weird to say because that is what he's very good at. But yeah, with that whole jack-in-the-box kind of twinkly kind of gleam to it, I really think that it's got more of that going for it. The first drop, of course, is fantastic, and when it's repeated, completely out of the blue and unexpected, and yeah, I just really like that he's done that he feels he can do that with his creation, and it sets a good tone for Restricted overall. The double drops are also fantastic switch-ups, and I think overall it's just a really well-cut, kind of efficient track, knows what it wants to do, and just delivers the good parts again and again. What were your least favourite parts? Well, I'm not so much sure that it's a part, but I mentioned it earlier, and it's an aspect, which would be, for me, the fact that I think some of the sound in the drop areas needs a bit of fleshing out at points. I enjoy what he's done for the most part, almost entirely, in terms of bringing new sounds in and changing things up, as he does for each double drop. Those switch-ups are really good, a very good idea. But yeah, there are points where I'm definitely thinking that it needs more added in, just to flesh it out a little. What do you make of the song overall? Overall, gonna keep this one pretty short. I think it is a very good idea, very unexpected, and a very welcome surprise. So yeah, overall, I think The Devils is a fantastic direction for Code Pandorum to have gone in. And yeah, I'm just loving the fact that he's being this creative with his sound. it must feel great to, you know, unleash your style and aesthetic in a new way. Must be a very liberating thing. So yeah, very happy for him and glad this experiment has come off, and I look forward to more of them in the future. And lastly, does it leave you excited for upcoming restricted material? Yeah, 100%. I mean, if Code Pandorum is trying out house and other upbeat stuff, then I have no idea what the other producers are going to do. It's really exciting, actually. I don't think we've seen this for a fair while, where we have a label or imprint, whatever you want to call it, that is set up specifically for producers, specific to the main label, just to try new things out that are completely different from what they usually do. I think it's such a good idea. And I would say, yeah, I'm upset that we don't have more of it, but then that's what makes what they're doing more unique. So yeah, really does leave me excited for what we've got coming up with this label. It's really, really cool. And so there we have it, guys, my live review of the new Code Pandorum track, The Devils. What did you make of it? Do you have any favourite moments from the track? Again, I'm sure you do, but let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, then be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell along the way. Social media accounts are in the description box down below. For some other live reviews on the channel, check out the link right here. And lastly, if it's naughty, then you know, guys, so be sure, as always, to keep it naughty and stay safe. And I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Peace out.